Ever wondered where the Mediterranean's turquoise waves meet ancient maritime legends? Picture yourself wandering through cobblestone streets of Venetian towns, diving into crystal-clear coves, or sailing past sun-kissed islands where time stands still. From the fortified walls of Dubrovnik to the glamorous shores of Sveti Stefan, this journey uncovers Europe's most enchanting coastal treasures. Ready to let the sea whisper its secrets to you? Love coastal adventures? Subscribe now to dive deeper into Europe's hidden gems. Hit the bell so you never miss a wave of inspiration. Where should we explore next? Let us know in the comments. Istanbul, Turkey. Step into Istanbul, a city where continents collide and history whispers through ancient streets. Feel the warm Mediterranean sun, reflecting off the golden domes of Hagia Sophia, casting a mesmerizing glow over the skyline. Hear the echo of the call to prayer weaving through the air, mingling with the hum of bustling bazaars and the rhythmic waves of the Bosphorus. Can you smell the rich aroma of freshly brewed Turkish coffee, served in delicate cups, thick and strong? Or the sweet scent of sizzling baklava, dripping with honey, waiting to melt in your mouth? Walk through the Grand Bazaar, a labyrinth of color and energy, where artisans craft intricate carpets and gleaming lanterns, illuminate the stalls in a dance of light. Cross the Galata Bridge and watch as fishermen reel in their daily catch, while ferries glide effortlessly between Europe and Asia. As night falls, the city transforms. Rooftop terraces buzz with music, the Bosphorus sparkles under the moonlight, and the scent of grilled kebabs fills the summer air. This is not just a place to visit, it's a city to feel, to taste, to experience. Istanbul in the summer, it's pure magic. Are you ready to dive in? Budva, Montenegro. Dawn gilds the medieval walls, their stones still warm from yesterday's sun. The old town rises from the sea like a Venetian daydream in honey-colored stone. Narrow alleys twist past churches, where sailors once lit candles for safe passage. The scent of grilled squid and basil drifts from Kanaba doorways. At Mogren Beach, turquoise waves polish smooth pebbles, like ancient coins. Yacht masts bob in the marina, clinking like wind chimes made of dreams. A stone lion guards the citadel, its muzzle worn smooth by centuries of touches. Fishermen mend nets by the harbor, their hands moving in timeless rhythm. The open-air theater echoes with jazz notes against a backdrop of stars and sea. Night falls, and the ramparts glow like a necklace of lanterns above the Adriatic. Budva doesn't just bask in beauty, it winks at you, salt spray on its lips. Dubrovnik, Croatia. Dawn breaks over Stradan, polishing its marble stones to liquid silver. The ancient city walls glow apricot, their feet kissed by turquoise waves. Orange roofs cascade toward the sea, like terracotta waterfalls frozen mid-fall. Inside Pilegate, time moves differently, measured in church bells and espresso sips. The scent of salt and rosemary follows you through alleys, barely wider than your shoulders. Lokrum Island floats offshore, its peacocks trailing jeweled feathers through ruined monasteries. At Buja Bar, cliff divers leap into the Adriatic as if gravity were just a suggestion. The cable car lifts you above the red roofs. Suddenly, you're eye level with swallows. Sunset stains the limestone pink, while bats weave between medieval bell towers. Night falls, and the walls become a golden necklace clasped around the dark sea. Dubrovnik doesn't just gleam, it remembers every ship, siege, and whispered secret. Var, Croatia. Dawn bleeds lavender light over the Starry Grad Plain, UNESCO's oldest living vineyard. The harbor wakes to the clatter of yacht rigging, a forest of masts in turquoise. Spanish fortress walls glow gold, still guarding against long-gone Ottoman fleets. Narrow stone alleys climb steep, their steps worn smooth by silk-shod Venetian nobles. At the morning market, old women sell rosemary still damp with island dew. The scent of Zagorski strukli, sweet cheese pastry, mingles with salt-crusted fishing nets. Pakleni Islands float offshore, jagged emeralds in a sapphire sea. Hidden coves whisper secrets to those who arrive by kayak at golden hour. St. Stephen's Square becomes an open-air salon at dusk, buzzing with champagne flutes. Purple bougainvillea spills over limestone walls, like overturned watercolor pots. Nightfall ignites Var's legendary parties, where DJ beats meet cicada symphonies. This island doesn't just bask in sunlight, it bottles it in every glass of Plavak Molly. Kotor, Montenegro. Dawn sneaks over the fjord, turning limestone walls the color of melted butter. The Bay of Kotor unfolds, a drowned river valley where cliffs meet their mirror image. Cats patrol Starry Grad's alleys, descendants of ships mousers from forgotten empires. The scent of fresh burek drifts from bakeries wedged between 12th century arches. A 1,000 steps climb to St. John's Fortress, each switchback revealing a new postcard. Sailboats bob beneath medieval ramparts, their masts sketching crosses on the water. In Campana Tower's shadow, fishermen mend nets using motions unchanged for 800 years. The Maritime Museum whispers of Venetian captains and ill-fated Balkan voyages. Twilight Bay's Our Lady of the Rocks, an island church, built by centuries of sailors' vows. Nightfall, and the city walls glow like a necklace of lanterns above the inky bay. Kotor doesn't just nestle between mountain and sea, it marries them in stone and salt. Lake Skadar, Europe. Straddling Montenegro and Albania, this vast lake rests in a tectonic basin formed by the collapse of the Dinaric Alps limestone crust. Its shores are framed by dramatic karst mountains, Rumia to the south, and Prokletia, accursed mountains to the east, their jagged peaks carved by ancient glaciers. The lake's crypto depressions plunge up to 44 meters below sea level, hidden by surface waters fed by underground springs and the Moracha River. A labyrinth of submerged karst springs pulse beneath the surface, filtering rainwater through porous limestone over millennia. Floating Plavni Islands drift seasonally, tangled mats of vegetation atop peat layers, shifting with wind and currents. The Sievna River Canyon cuts through Prokleti's marble cliffs, exposing geological layers dating back 200 million years. Karst polius, sinkholes, dot the landscape, their fertile soils nurturing vineyards that slope to the water's edge. During summer droughts, water retreats to reveal submerged medieval roads and the ruins of Dodosi village, swallowed by the lake in 1858. The lake's western shore hides Obod Cave, a 300-meter limestone tunnel where the Krnojevich River vanishes underground, re-emerging 40 kilometers later in the Adriatic. Fleisch rock formations along the northern banks preserve fossilized sea creatures, remnants of the ancient Tethys Ocean. Seasonal flooding creates temporary islets, limestone outcrops, crowned with wild pomegranates, and fig trees. This ever-changing landscape, shaped by tectonic shifts and aqueous alchemy, remains Europe's last truly wild freshwater sanctuary. Montenegro. Nestled where the Adriatic's deepest fjord kisses the Orjan Mountains, Perast clings to a sliver of coastline beneath sheer limestone cliffs. This Baroque jewel, once home to 17 noble families, lines its single waterfront street with 16 palazzos, their weathered facades still bearing Venetian lion reliefs. Two islets rise offshore: St. George, its cypress-shaded Benedictine monastery guarding sailors' graves, and Our Lady of the Rocks, an artificial island created by sinking old ships and tossing stones for 500 years. Every July 22nd, locals reenact the Fascinata tradition, rowing boats to Our Lady's Island, dropping stones into the sea while singing ancient maritime hymns. The Bujovic Palace, now Maritime Museum, displays yellow charts where 18th century captains plotted courses from Constantinople to Trieste. Look closely at church silverware. You'll find Ottoman crescents melted down and recast into Catholic chalices, a testament to the town's complex identity. Perast's unique dialect blends Venetian-Italian curses with Montenegrin gutturals, preserved through generations of naval families. The St. Nicholas Bell Tower tilts precariously, not from age, but from the 1667 earthquake that sank parts of the coast into the bay. Local fishermen still use tartan boats, wooden vessels with lateen sails unchanged since the Republic of Venice ruled these waters. In Viskovich Palace, stone carvings depict mermaids warning of the Bora wind that still whips the bay into whitecaps. The hills behind town hide abandoned stone quarries that supplied marble for palaces from St. Petersburg to Dubrovnik. To understand Perast is to taste prosciutto, wind-dried ham, aged in mountain air, paired with wine from vines planted by crusaders, geography and history distilled into every bite. Piran, Slovenia. A seashell wedged between Italy and Croatia, clinging to the Adriatic's edge. Salt-crusted 7th century walls sprout wild capers for bloated stew. The peninsula's spine, 500 meters wide, balancing sea and salt pans. Dragonja River's delta fans east, staining the shallows mineral green. Northward, Strunjan's salt workers rake pyramids of violet-tinged crystals. Climb Street, Georgia's bell tower, Venice's campanile in miniature. From its heights, Croatia's Istria floats like a gilded illusion. Tartini Square hums with Slovenian Venetian dialect and fishmongers' banter. The Serenja cliff path still remembers mermaid storm warnings. Nanas in lace shawls gossip about grandkids surfing Fisa's tiny cove. Maritime Museum's pirate maps chart when salt rivaled gold. A 16th century crucifix, carved from Turkish galley driftwood, chills the air. Prix Marie serves oysters, laced with Patola algae's floral salt. Karst-aged Terran wine stains lips as Bragazzi boats haul twilight squid. Cats claim Byzantine, steps as sunset gills Venetian palazzos. Here, every wave writes another line in Slovenia's salt-crusted sonnet. Rovinj, Croatia. Terracotta rooftops tumble into the Adriatic, anchored by St. Euphemia's Venetian bell tower. Cobbled alleys twist past laundry lines and geraniums, steeped in salt and centuries of fish nets. Artists' studios bloom in weathered cottages, canvases drenched in Istria's golden light. Harbor barca boats unload scarlet scorpionfish for brodet stews, simmering in family cannabis. Golden Cape Forest hides coves, where waves polish pebbles to jade perfection. Grisia Street's open-air gallery turns stone, steps into a riot of color each summer. The Batana Eco Museum whispers tales of wooden boats and rebellious fishermen. Limbey's oyster farms tempt with briny jewels, paired with sun-warmed Malvasia wine. Roman mosaics lie buried beneath cafes, unearthed by chance during espresso renovations. Local legend claims the 22 offshore islands are a giant spilled marble collection. Dialect here dances between Croatian and Venetian, carried on the Bora-wind. Climb the bell tower at dusk, watch the sun drown in the sea, then the town ignite. Stefan, Montenegro. A 15th century fishing village turned luxury islet, linked to the mainland by a slender sandbar. Stone cottages with terracotta roofs cluster, like barnacles on a rocky outcrop in the Adriatic. Once a refuge from pirates, now a secluded retreat where celebrities whisper behind ivy-clad walls. The pink pebble beaches of Milochir frame the island, shaded by centuries-old olive groves. Queens Beach earned its name when Maria Karageorgievich swam here in the 1930s, sparking elite allure. The Chapel of St. Stephen still rings its bell, echoing over villa suites with private infinity pools. By day, kayakers circle the island, glimpsing secret coves where waves polish rose-hued stones. At dusk, the islet glows amber, its reflection doubling in the mirror-still Bay of Budva. Local fishermen cast nets for bogat, sea bass, as they did when Sveti Stefan housed 400 families. The scent of wild rosemary and salt air drifts from Przno village's cliffside tavernas. Offshore, the abandoned fortress of Hawaii Island crumbles, its history lost to legend. To stand on the coastal path at dawn is to witness time pause between ancient stones and infinity. Zakynthos, Greece. Perched on cliffs above the Yantra River, this medieval capital cascades down hills like a terraced stone waterfall. Zarevet's fortress looms, its restored walls echoing with Byzantine emperors' footsteps and the ghosts of uprisings. The river snakes through the city in hairpin bends, carving gorges that glow copper red at sunset. Samovodska Charshia's cobbled lane thrums with coppersmiths hammering traditional rakia cups, their workshops unchanged since the 1800s. Asen's Dynasty Monument crowns a hill, its angular socialist-era sculptures watching over Byzantine church ruins. The sound and the light show bathes Zarevets in lasers, recounting Bulgaria's fall to Ottomans in 1393 through color and fire. Arbanasi village nearby hides fortified mansions with secret tunnels, their frescoed chapels whispering of crypto-Christian defiance. Serafkina House's overhanging wooden balconies defy gravity, a marvel of National Revival architecture. The patriarchal cathedral's modern murals clash gloriously, saints painted in Cubist styles beneath medieval arches. At dusk, Gurko Street's lamplit stairs lead to taverns serving patatnik, potato-stuffed pastry, and tavche gravche, baked beans. The Baldwin Tower marks where Latin Emperor Baldwin I was imprisoned, its stones still cold with his despair. Veliko Tarnovo University students debate philosophy in cafes where revolutionaries once plotted against Ottoman rule. Trapezica Hill's excavated churches reveal 12th century mosaics, their gold tesserae glinting like buried treasure. The yantra's roar drowns the city by night, a reminder that nature carved this fortress, not kings. Here, history isn't preserved, it lives in every cobblestone, cliffside chapel, and fiery sunset over the Balkan peaks. Zadar, Croatia. A peninsula embraced by Dugi Otok and Ugljan Islands, where the Adriatic's blues deepen under Dalmatian skies. The sea organ transforms waves into melodies. Through underwater pipes, kneel on marble steps, as tides compose symphonies for your soul. Walk the Roman Forum, where 3,000-year-old stones from Augustus's era blend with modern cafes and skateboarders. Taste maraschino liqueur, medieval monk's creation, now drizzled on gelato, each sip echoing 16th century cherry orchards. The Venetian city walls bear scars from repelling Ottoman fleets. Press your palm to their weathered stones to feel centuries of defiance. St. Donatus Church stands stoic. Its 9th century Byzantine curves a silent rebellion against time's erosion. At sunset, the sun salutation ignites with solar-powered hues, its light dance mirroring the pulse of the Adriatic. Savor Shokol's chocolate in Gothic palaces, then dive into octopus salad at Kanobus near Narodny Trarg's Venetian clock tower. The market intoxicates with briny olives, pug cheese, and Passman's lavender, sample brudet, a fish stew perfected over 5 centuries. Nin salt pans offer mineral-rich mud, once sought by Croatian kings for its healing touch. Indulge in this ancient spa ritual. At the Museum of Ancient Glass, shape molten silica into art, reviving Roman glass-blowing traditions with your own hands. The clatter of boccia balls echoes on Petar Zoranic Square. Join locals in this centuries-old bowling game. Kornati National Park's 89 lunar-like islands invite silent sails through limestone labyrinths. The Zadar cherry, its pits discovered in a Roman shipwreck, offers a taste connecting you to ancient sweet cravings. Let Adriatic winds, church bells, and distant klapa harmonies envelop you. Zadar isn't seen, but deeply felt.